Are you enjoying this video series where we are developing figure ideas from letters in the alphabet? If yes, let us continue. In today's video, we are developing figure actions from letter G. Let us start. Let us write the letter G in different ways. Let us start with some capital letters. I'm just writing some variations of letter G. Maybe a cursive one also. See, the idea is that we will observe this and we will try to develop it. We will try to develop it as some figure. Okay, so I'm repeating those letters which is written above, and then we will draw on top of it, right? So if you are not very familiar with the process, you may check out the video where I have described alphabet or the letter A, where I have explained the process pretty much in detail in that particular video, the first video in the series. Now, this letter G, to me, it looks like a figure who is sitting. Okay, so he is leaning forward a little bit, and this is the shoulder, and maybe the head is looking straight. So this is the kind of idea that I am getting. You may get a different idea. You don't have to follow my idea. I'm just explaining the process and I am demonstrating it so that you understand the process and you can follow the process. You can use this approach to come out with your own ideas. Write the alphabet in your own way and come out with your own idea. That is the objective. So here I am thinking that the curved portion of G is probably the shoulder, and he is leaning to the left, and I'm not very clear about what is the lower body doing. Maybe he is sitting with the legs crossed, probably something like this, and arms are forward. Right, I think this is okay. And what to do with this? Maybe I'm not very clear. He's anyway tilting his head to the left. Maybe the upper body is also a little tilted, and one arm down, and maybe he's to justify the bend. Maybe he's holding something, some bag sort of thing. Yeah, this is the rough idea, and this cursive one is little challenging. What to do? Okay. Maybe this is the hip and leg, probably, and this, where could be the other leg? Maybe one leg to the side and one leg moving away, and yeah, this could be the head, and we need to justify the position. What is the arm movement? Maybe it is slightly thrown forward, and what about the other arm? Maybe he's holding something, some pole or something. I don't know. Okay. So this looks like a convincing idea. May not be very precise. Okay, let us color these things first. So I'm using a lighter color for the shirt. Okay, and I will finish the lighter area first for all these figures, and then we can use the dark colors. I'm using a soft round brush for the brushworks, for the watercoloring work, and I'm using a shade called Liliac. I mean, you can use any light shade. Okay, you can use any light shade, and see, I'm not worried too much about the colors. The colors can be anything. It's your choice. What I'm interested in is in getting different poses in different actions. Okay. Once we do with the light colors, we can probably add dark colors, right? I don't want to switch the colors every now and then I have to wash my brush. Okay. Now darker color. I'm using Payne's gray shade here. You can use any dark color. I think this went too dark. I would have ideally preferred slightly lighter color, but it's okay. I mean, we are not too much focused about the colors and the beauty of it. I am worried about getting some kind of convincing actions. That's it. Maybe some dark hairs. If you want, you can use more realistic colors. Okay, so but as I told here, the objective is to focus on the actions, the poses, than making it very beautiful. I think the sitting position here looks uh, good to me. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this particular pose, how it came out. There is a little bit of leaning, and there is an overall sense of the pose there. Okay. And this one, I don't know. See, every drawing doesn't have to be perfect. And if you practice it, if you can make, say, 10 figures, and out of which if you are getting 3 or 4 convincing figure, I think I'll be happy. Right. The leg movement. Okay, but I'm not very happy with this, but it is, I think it is reasonably convincing. See, once you get these ideas, you can draw them on a separate sheet of paper with more precision and make it more realistic, probably. I'm just softly merging the light color and dark color. I don't want separate sharp separating lines between the light color and dark color. So I'm just uh, playing with the tone there. That's it. It is not important though. Right. Now I'm using some orange color directly from the tube and suggesting the exposed body part, the neck and head, probably little bit of the arms, etc. See, in some of these figures, the only one arm is seen or one leg is seen. That is because of the specific view of that. See, in the profile view, you may not always see both the legs. You may not see both the arms sometimes, and that is what we are doing here. Do you think this video is slow? I should make it faster. Maybe I should fast forward this. Please let me know in the comment box if you think that this can be sped up by maybe 2 times or so. I wanted to keep it mostly real time because then you can focus a little bit slowly and understand the thought process. Okay, now I think this is okay overall. Some suggestion of the bag. See, all this leaning forward, leaning sideways, it is good if you can justify with something. That is the reason I added the bag, I added the pole, etc. Now let us have more examples, okay? Now coming with small letter G. See, my handwriting is not that good. Uh, Particularly when I write in my notes and exams, my handwriting is very bad. And this is a little bit, here you can see it little bit okay, but I am very poor there. Right. Now let us try to repeat this as we have done in the first row and then convert it into some figures. I hope you are getting this idea. And what do you think is the most challenging part while making figures, while drawing figures? Is it the proportion? Is it coming out with the idea, or is it the proportion, or is it the perspective, or is it the coloring? Which one you think is more challenging to you? Please let me know. I will, if I can address some of your concerns, maybe I can create some videos. Uh, if I understand what is your concern, okay. But one thing is sure, that we have to be a little bit aware of the proportions and the perspective uh, to come out with convincing ideas. Just having some ideas may not always work unless you know how to execute that idea, you know how to draw that idea onto paper. For that, you need to understand the perspective and you need to understand the proportions of various body parts. Another thing that you should be a little bit careful is the overall body balance. Okay, it should be convincing, and the 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 figure should retain balance. I mean, it should not have a tendency to fall down. Uh, you can pay attention to that as well. So, what are the things we discussed so far? Are the idea as such, the idea of the action, and the proportions, the perspective, and little bit about the overall balance. Okay. This is little challenging. See, I found the letter G as little challenging, and you may take some time to get some convincing ideas. What I would suggest is that you practice with the letters which are much easier, like alphabet A is easier. So you can practice with those letters and then later come to more complex letters like G. Okay, this one. This particular one I am really struggling. I am really finding it difficult. Let us just try with that. Okay. So the upper round I am assuming it as a chest, and the bottom round I am assuming it as the hip. So we need to somehow connect them. So maybe it is little peculiar. I don't know. One leg is little lifted, and the arms are kind of raised upwards in a specific way. I mean, he or she is doing some kind of unusual action. I really do not know what he or she is doing, but overall, I think it is convincing. So let us color it now, and the process for coloring is same: lighter color for the upper body, and darker color for the lower body, and for the hairs, and orange color for the exposed body part. Go slow, go with, take your time and come out with the idea. And even coloring also, you can do it slowly. See, once you get more and more ideas, and you build up the confidence that you can paint more and more figures with actions, I think the speed will naturally come. I mean, the speed will improve. Getting the idea is kind of very important. You need to do a lot of practice. So if you are doing this exercise for the first time, or maybe you haven't done it sufficient number of times, you will find it challenging. But once you get hold of it, I think you will find it more funful, and you can more freely come out with convincing ideas. So do practice, okay? Don't give up after 10 or 15 practices. Practice more. Initially, you may have to practice more, and then you can practice less. I mean, you will get more and more ideas, convincing ideas, and you will find it easy to paint it in a convincing way. So practice is the key. So I hope you are finding this video useful, and if you are finding it useful, please consider subscribing to this channel and pressing the bell notification. I hope you have already done that. If you haven't, please do that now. And if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please write them into the comment box below, so that I can understand what are your questions, where you are finding difficulties, and what are your suggestions for probably for future videos. Okay. And if you think this can help your artist friends, please share it to your artist groups, artist friends, so that the video can reach more people, and more people can benefit from this video. I think this is okay. Some of the figures have a little bit of issues, but I think overall, as an idea, as different ideas, it looks okay. I mean, it looks convincing to me. And there is always scope for improvement. Okay, whatever you do, whatever you practice, we are practicing with the hope that improvements will happen. So there is always hope for improvement. Okay, these are orange colors directly picked from the tube. Okay, the last one is very peculiar pose. I really do not know what it is. Yeah, I think we are pretty much done with this process, and what we can do is we can add some shadows. This is same darker color Payne's gray, and I have added a touch of orange to that to make it tiny bit lighter. Okay, and the shadows doesn't have to be very precise, accurate. These are given just to create an illusion that these figures are actually standing firmly on the ground or sitting firmly on the ground. They are properly connected. That is the idea. Right. And let us have some consistency in the assumed direction of light. You don't have to be very accurate. You don't have to map precisely where the hands are coming, where the arms are coming, etc. But little bit of representation is good enough. Right, one leg is lifted here in this case. I think we are done pretty much, and thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you are finding it informative. Please do practice. Practice is the key. Please practice it. Watch the videos again and again. Practice it. And if you have any questions, please do let me know. I'll be more than happy to get back with my answers as early as possible. And as suggested earlier, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell notification. Please do share it to your artist friends, artist groups, so that more people can take benefit of this video. Thank you once more, and we'll soon see you with another interesting tutorial, and happy painting until then. Bye bye.